All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the Cryptocosm. It is awesome at the Cryptocosm, and here we are all about cryptos and blockchain-based solutions that is going to revolutionize the way we think about money, internet, and information. It is a crazy world out there, and here in the show, I'm kicking it with literally Bobby Moon Boots, all the way from Utah. So, but Bobby, where in Utah you're at?
So I'm in Utah County. Um, I think Provo would be the closest city that maybe someone would recognize. Provo,
Wait,
Utah.
did you say Provo? I know there's a tri-bar comedy show based on Provo.
Yep.
Are you familiar? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I mean, it is super popular.
It's called oh man, what's it called? I can't remember, but I've been there. It's right on Center Street. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
dry bar comedy club.
Yeah. Not many people. I mean, I'm not like on YouTube. Like, I know people here they do want to drive live on these shows on YouTube, but they have no idea where the Royal is. They kind of know where it's on. Supposedly, from the city, but other than that, like. A lot of people are kind of are not aware. We just know, New York, LA, and Miami, because the crypto capital,
Yeah.
world kind of deal. But yeah, the reason I should bring you to my show is I want to learn more about the film, but also more about you love me, the world of story, the crypto laws, the world of crypto world. How we want to call it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll just dive into it. Feel free to interrupt me if there's an area you want to stop and ask me a question.
No, sure, no problem.
Yeah, so I was raised in Southern California. And I've been here in Utah for 8 years now. And as far as my crypto journey, in 2017, when Bitcoin was popping off, everyone was talking about Bitcoin, the last bull run we had. I, like a lot of other people, FOMO'd in. I bought some XRP, a little bit of Bitcoin, and I basically bought the top of the market, because by the time the average person is buying, it's usually a little too late. That's when the bull runs are going, and that'll diminish over time. So yeah, I got in 2017, November, December, and January. I didn't put too much money in, maybe $500 in XRP. Watched it go up to $3.50, and then watched it go all the way down. And then, I didn't know anything about crypto. I wasn't researching. I wasn't looking on YouTube at watching people. I just thought, every crypto was Bitcoin. I didn't go on Coin Market Cap. It was just like, oh, Bitcoin's at 20,000. I'll just buy this one because maybe that one will be 20,000. I don't.
Right. Interesting.
Like a lot of people probably getting in today don't understand the tokenomics, the supply and market cap and price. The relationship between those three. And then, so once Bitcoin crashed and everything crashed and all the excitement died, I forgot about crypto for like a year and a half, and then rediscovered it, because my dad actually discovered it and brought it up to me like, hey, I think that crypto thing you talked about like 2 years ago, I think there's actually something to this. So started investing again, starting with XRP and XLM, and then just researching in the meantime on YouTube, watching all the channels you can think of, BitBoy and everything.
Yeah, right.
And the number one thing I learned is so much hype on YouTube, so much hype. We're going to the moon, and you kind of have to understand how it actually works. But yeah, I started buying again, started branching out into Cardano. I got my first batch of Cardano at 3 cents, which was very fortunate, and 4 cents, 5 cents, and 6 cents. And then I started branching out into VeChain, and then Zilliqa, and some other coins that would buy that I'd sell them, and I'd FOMO into other coins. And so, I learned all the lessons that newbies make of FOMO, buying the top and selling the bottom when you should actually do the opposite. And so, yeah, 2019 summers when I started getting back in, and I've been buying ever since and learning as much as I can. And it's very clear that the crypto industry is the future of finance. the coins themselves, but also the platforms being built, like the Nexos and Celsius. It kind of, there's no need for a bank, and there will be no need for a bank going forward, when mass adoption comes, and we still have a ways to go. But, and now, we're in 2021. I've watched the up and downs, knowing that another bull run would happen. So that's why I just kept buying as much as I could. Another bull run would be here, and this time I wouldn't be buying the top. I would be in already and slowly taking profit along the way at my price points for each coin. So all my projects, I probably have 10. And I try and have a plan for each coin, what price points I'd be comfortable taking profit, and taking profit not to get out of the market, but to accumulate more crypto down the road.
Okay.
That's kind of a short version of my crypto journey until now. And now, I'm getting my feet wet in the, making videos, talking about my experience and trying to give the knowledge I do have, to people who are new to the space. I try and tailor my videos for someone who's brand new, and what I could, potentially teach them. So,
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, hey, no, thank you for sharing your origin story. I think that's pretty cool. And I can now relate to you because, like, you could say like even around 2017, I kind of went all in. But before that, I didn't learn about Bitcoin, but yeah, I didn't understand photography or I was sort of in this camp where you have crypto versus gold and silver, So I guess I didn't have that foresight. Hey, there's something going on. It's not just some great thing. I know if it's a good example. Like, first time caller, long time listener, but in this case, I'm more like a long time watcher. But at first times, taking the action. So definitely, learn a little thing or two about getting into the crypto markets and the volatility. But I guess later on I started to see the value behind it, and not just I definitely know the fantasy side of things, like some of the fantasy coins, and also in terms of low transaction fees and to be able to do business too. That's a whole nother level, like and also protecting your values. So that's something, that kind of draw me closer to it, to cryptocurrencies. But it's fascinating. Like, you got into Ripple and Cardano. But could you just share your thought process, like, why you got into Ripple? Obviously, I think you saw, Ripple could have potential to, rolling out or with a boot, kind of like a moonshot. But what are other reasons why you got into Ripple?
Yeah, I'll definitely share that. So my investment process, I invest on fundamentals, but also there's a portion of me that invests on knowing, how the crypto market's going to operate, things that maybe aren't really fundamentally strong for the long haul, but I know they're probably going to pump at some point. So there's kind of two sides that I invested. Now for XRP, I was pretty deep in that one. All the YouTube videos on YouTube about, Ripple's going to work with the banks and XRP is going to be used as the settlement, and I don't know if that's going to happen, but it really sucked me in. I thought, okay. I was pretty convinced that's going to happen. And now, Ripple's in a lawsuit, but so there's a portion of me that believes Ripple still has a fundamental use case that I think banks potentially could use it, or some banks will. But if they don't, XRP is still one of the fastest and most efficient cryptos, as even just sending exchange to exchange. If I want to buy something on an exchange that's a little like deeper in the space, not necessarily like a Coinbase or a Binance, but something like a BitTrue, I use XRP or XLM to get my money over there. I'll buy something, I'll upload my money on Coinbase, buy XLM, send it to BitTrue, then cash out. So I kind of use it as a transfer. So that's just one easy use case, but I do believe XRP has a space in this market. As well as when the time comes, I think it will pump very hard. When this lawsuit with the SEC in the United States is settled, I think that alone is just going to propel it to the moon, even if there's no use case in place. I just think a lot of the market is still narrative driven and news driven until it matures a little.
Yeah.
So I'm investing on XRP on both of those. I think it'll pump, but also I think there's a space for it. And then as far as Cardano, when I first started buying Cardano, I really enjoyed Charles Hoskinson, who's behind it. I like the things he says. I believe in him as his passion on building. And then him, he's a part co-founder of Ethereum. So that alone, I was like, okay,
yeah,
it's worth throwing money at this at least.
So you got credibility, right? Credibility.
He has credibility, exactly. And it was priced so low. And then I knew the previous price of Cardano from 2017 was over $1, while I'm looking at it at 3 cents. So it's like, okay, I at least know $1 for Cardano is possible. So why not just buy as much as I can? And then now obviously Cardano has exploded. So it's paid off.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. No, yeah. Because Cardano has done pretty well too. But do they have any? I guess what do you call it, dApps or any other projects or coming up like as far as the Cardano ecosystem is concerned? Is that what's in the process? I guess.
I would say it's for sure majority of it's in the process. So Cardano was always like it was like I was investing in what I thought it could be, not necessarily what it is. So just,
Gotcha.
Just a month ago is when Cardano actually became like a legitimate project with smart contracts. It's now able to do what Ethereum does. So
Gotcha.
no, I don't think there's many people building on it. I know it's going to start though. Like I believe it will.
Sure.
I believe the ecosystem is for sure going to grow. And even if it didn't, the bull run doesn't care. I always say that the bull run doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's going to pump prices. So as long as new people are aware of that, like the bull run is just going to pump coins, regardless of use case or whatever. You just need to keep that in the back of your mind. But I am a firm believer in the future of the space and the fundamentals of the space. And I think Cardano will do well. I think it'll have a place like Ethereum does. And Zilliqa.
Gotcha.
Zilliqa is another one that I think is actually further ahead of Cardano, but just doesn't get the name recognition,
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, because I'm familiar with Zilliqa because through unstoppabledomains.com, you can have your own rest. Zilliqa also has some sort of partnership and you can get like Booby, bill and do that. So I was aware of that, but definitely not money for. I guess it could be true that there's a lot of issues. There's a lot of projects on crypto that takes a lot of marketing and bandwidth. From Zilliqa kind of gets.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, people hear Charles and he was a co-founder of Ethereum, and that's all they need to hear, and they're all in on Cardano. And now the community behind Cardano is so strong, like it's irreversible. But something like Zilliqa should be where Cardano is. It's a working product. It's an actual Ethereum competitor right now. But I think its day will come. So I do have quite a bit of Zilliqa.
All right. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Actually, let's bring in, because I'm sure you up it, the Bitcoin civil war, but BTC, then, you got Bitcoin Cash, and then from Bitcoin Cash, also got into BSV. So, but, I don't know that many other, I guess what they call it, hard forks or soft forks, but, I mean, just wanted to hear your, because I know you did talk about Bitcoin, but particularly Bitcoin Cash, but just could you, I would love to hear your opinion about Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. And
Yeah,
I can later talk about Bitcoin, also to your vision too, if that's something also of interest.
yeah. Satoshi's vision, I honestly have not done any research on it. I know nothing about it other than I've seen it on CoinMarketCap, and I know it's a fork.
Gotcha.
But Bitcoin, I mean, I'm a believer in Bitcoin, but I do not hold any. Just because I'm here to make gains, make returns, but also Bitcoin with the fees and the congestion on the network, like it doesn't appeal to me, and Bitcoin is the one everyone knows about. And so if everyone knows about it, the opportunity is pretty much over as far as turning money into more money, investing in Bitcoin. And so I recently discovered Bitcoin Cash, not discovered it, but I recently started really diving into it, and buying it. And I used to look at, when I'm on CoinMarketCap, I would see all these Bitcoin forks, and I used to think I was like, why are they here? Like, let's just get rid of them. It's a joke. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, there was Bitcoin Diamond at some point, and Bitcoin.
Yes.
All of these things. I'm like, why are these here? This is just confusing people. But, I started researching about Bitcoin Cash and why, it's a lot faster, and the network fees are super low. They're like fractions of a penny.
Right.
Roger Ver, Bitcoin Jesus, I think they call him. Just some interviews he's had in the past, and why Bitcoin Cash is actually, it's fulfilling what Bitcoin was supposed to be. So I think it's a matter of time before the narrative shifts, and not that Bitcoin Cash takes over Bitcoin, but a lot of attention comes to Bitcoin Cash as far as paying for things or sending money places. I think Bitcoin Cash has a much wider use case than Bitcoin. People just want to hold their Bitcoin and not send it because the fees are outrageous.
Yeah.
Bitcoin Cash solved that. And also, you have like the big four when it comes to like PayPal adopting crypto or listing crypto, or merchants accepting crypto. It's always like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. It's like, those are the ones that are always there. And no one ever talks about Bitcoin Cash. And yet it's just as adopted as Bitcoin, if not maybe even more. For me, it's a no brainer. If I'm going to buy one of the Bitcoins, Bitcoin Cash is the one that I think everyone should have. It has the same supply as Bitcoin. So as far as price action, it's super low. To me, it's a $5,000 to $10,000 coin, this cycle, and hopefully, but it's already been $1,000 before. So why not repeat?
Actually, I mean, I mean, just to let you know, like now, like I'm also like if out of choose possibly between BTC, Bitcoin Core, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV. I mean, before I was only a bit of Bitcoin, but then started and learn a lot of things, and started look into a different avenue. So obviously Bitcoin Cash is really how do you say fulfillment, but he also saw like Bitcoin SV too. But I understand there are, what do you say, technological differences in terms of marketing and in terms of business. I think, definitely Bitcoin Cash has I believe, not only has a brand recognition, you can also trace the blockchain to the genesis. So it has that lineage, the genealogy, that kind of deal. Yeah, I mean, if that's something matters to sort of beat the people. But I think what I like about Bitcoin Cash is just the ability to do business, whether locally, peer-to-peer, electronic cash transaction as per the Bitcoin white paper, supposedly, what I mean? Whether not Satoshi Nakamoto is a he or she or they, I mean, who knows? But I personally think it's a team of people, but that's my, my understanding. I think, what do you Do you see the Bitcoin Cash uh, will be accepted by a lot of merchants? Say, for example, in the United States, like if people understood Bitcoin Cash. I mean, do you have any opinion or suggestion or something?
Yeah, I absolutely think they will. Like I said, I think more and more merchants will accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. But I think Bitcoin Cash will kind of be the king of actually paying for stuff because of its speed. People just haven't figured it out yet. But I think, and Amazon might be doing this already. I don't know if you can pay with crypto on Amazon. I'm sure there's like a third party way to do it, but I think it's only a matter of time.
There is.
Yeah, the online platforms accept Bitcoin Cash as well as Litecoin and Ethereum and Bitcoin. Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before Amazon's doing that and Walmart's doing that. And it'll start with the big companies. And
Gotcha.
yeah, I think those four cryptos are going to be the ones that are listed first. And Bitcoin Cash is going to be the best at it. And once people figure that out, I think Bitcoin Cash adoption will, pass the others as far as merchant payments for sure. I think that's for sure happening. And it'll probably happen in third world countries before it happens in the United States.
Yeah. I can agree to this. I mean, just to answer the previous when you talked about Amazon, there is this company called Pulse.io, which you can I guess through Pulse.io you can buy something on Amazon. I think only in the US and the UK, maybe Canada. They are expanding. But as far as Bitcoin Cash, and actually used in third world countries. Because I know, like in terms of stable coins, like you got your Tether and USDC, but the way, how Roger Ver, for example, I mean, the way he's been marketing, the way he evangelizes, how he gives up, the actual, Bitcoin. I mean, him and his team, and also other people too. Some of them who are able to see the value behind Bitcoin Cash. I mean, in the Caribbean, also like in Thailand, Saudi Arabia too. They're very price sensitive. It's kind of cases, So how the I definitely see Bitcoin Cash. That definitely will get a lot of attention. I was just kind of curious to know about, saying like the small merchants, do you think there's still a lack of education in terms of merchants, or like our friends or our folks, can use Bitcoin Cash as a method of payment or transaction.
Yeah, I think there's a giant need for educating the masses, small merchants, and the benefits they can have by accepting crypto, especially Bitcoin Cash. And I think we're super early to the space, even though the prices right now are, I wouldn't say high, but kind of high. Like Bitcoin's, $54,000, and the rest of the crypto, we're up. But as far as adoption and like people actually understanding crypto, we're so early. So I think we do have a ways to go until merchants are really wrap their head around it, with the volatility and stuff. That's the thing I think that scares most merchants off, as well as, retail investors. They're like, oh, it's so volatile. But if they understand the whole space as a whole and like understand how money works and value works, it'll become a no-brainer that, yeah, we're accepting crypto and we're going to hold it. I think it will come, but I think we're still a few years out, and it's going to be slow. It's going to be a slow process. It's going to start with maybe big companies, or maybe you'll start with small companies who don't want to play the game that the big companies put in place. It's kind of like crypto is an opportunity for the little guy to get a leg up for once, and that comes
Right.
with smaller countries. Adopting crypto can, propel them forward in the world for sure. Like El Salvador's accepting, they're dealing with Bitcoin. but I think that's going to be an experiment, and they'll quickly learn maybe they should have did Bitcoin Cash or did something else. But yeah, crypto is an opportunity. So the little guy, if they can figure it out, it's an opportunity for them to compete in the world on the big stage. That's my.
I agree. Yeah, those are really good points, man. No, definitely do agree. Because when you start seeing El Salvador or some of the Latin American countries are coming in, and again, you can see also some of these Caribbean countries too. For example, where like Saint Kitts, like for their citizenship program, they accept Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. But I can see some of these smaller countries, like say like the UAE or Dubai, for example, if they started anything with Bitcoin Cash, you could say they could have a seat at the table of power among, like, say, United States or Russia, United Kingdom, France, China. So they can punch way above their size and weight. So do you agree with that statement, or do you have your own point of view?
No, I absolutely agree with that. Like I said, I think small countries have an opportunity to compete, to have a seat on the big stage. For the longest time, United States is this big superpower, but we're so big and our government moves so slow that a smaller country, crypto has opened the door for them to move quicker. Kind of like when you think about companies, big companies move very slow. And small companies are nimble and they move really fast. They adopt things faster and eventually take over the big company. So that's kind of what we can see happen with countries. Countries can be just looked at as companies, and crypto has opened a whole new avenue of efficiency and speed into the new world, because we're going digital. My cat's totally.
That's awesome. Yeah. Hey,
I totally agree.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Man. No, but no, it's just kind of exciting to see, I know, because I know, because I check on LinkedIn and stuff. So, a lot of people have good opinions and bad opinions with regards to El Salvador. I mean, I don't agree with the approach of, I guess, government mandate of accepting Bitcoin. Because I feel, I guess the people to decide, hey, whether they wanted to list Bitcoin or not. But I do see, how do you say? It just opened a new opportunity, like seeing Bitcoin mining, using geothermal or volcanic energy, or even renewable too. Oh yeah, actually, let's talk about renewable energy. With using Bitcoin, because I'm sure one of the tired accusations of event is Bitcoin is so much of energy. I would love for you to sort of say, just dispel that kind of myth for some of the no coin holders.
Yeah, so I've heard every argument there is, and so yeah, I think in a world that is increasingly going more green and eco-friendly, I think that's always going to be an avenue for people to attack Bitcoin or any of the coins that are mined. But to be completely honest, I currently don't really know how much of the mining power is renewable or if we're wasting energy. I haven't done enough research on it, but I do know Texas is, going big into mining. There's big companies being created around mining. They're investing in Bitcoin mining as well as, other crypto mining. So I don't think it's as big a problem as we think, or as we hear from basically everyone's like, oh, Bitcoin's, uses too much energy. But I think secretly it's not as big a deal as we might think. And it's just FUD, there's fear to drive the price down. So that's, to me, it's just noise, and I ignore the noise and buy the dip. Always.
I agree. Thank you for saying that, because some of my friends are here, my friends on stage, other places, one of the things they talk about I know, because I know some people like to sound like virtuous thing in some cases, talk about, uh, uh, it's just a lot of energy compared to other countries and stuff. But some of the research I've seen, like Iceland, for example, I remember like 2017, there were a lot of Bitcoin mining companies in Iceland and in China where they use hydropower energy. Iceland uses geothermal energy, I think like the way I see it, crypto has been increasing the adoption of like solar power, wind power, maybe hydroelectric power, nuclear power. Just beating the clean energy movement, but like you said, like what, that's that's interesting. But now what you said last, you know what? I don't care. Look, I'm buying today. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I know, like, I don't need to dive into like I don't like stacks of research paper or I don't know, tabloid news, whatever you want to call it. But there are a lot of incredible opportunities, cryptos and everything. And so, I know that energy stuff. But let me ask you this, like some of the people talk negative about Bitcoin. Like my viewpoint is the current tell me if you agree with it or not. And the people who talk negative about Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies is called, they see energy, which is a useful thing. But because they see Bitcoin as something that's useless, it's not worthy to talk about, but it's using something useful, so maybe that's why they have sort of a negative viewpoint.
Yeah, I think definitely. If they don't understand how big the crypto industry is going to be, then of course they're going to be like, well, it's using energy to run some nerdy internet money, when really that's not what's going on. It's much bigger than that. And if they knew that, they'd go, okay, the trade-off here is, yes, we use energy, but this industry is the future. It's going to be as big as the internet. We're not attacking the internet for using electricity. So to me, it's the same thing. They just don't get it. And, as soon as they do get it, it might be too late. Not too late, but they could have had massive opportunity to have life-changing wealth, I guess, if they researched earlier. So basically for me, there's no stopping this train. Crypto is the future. Now, not every crypto is the future. There will be some that succeed and a lot that don't. Just like, the internet, websites, or whatever companies were formed on the internet, that's going to be, it's the same thing. So I try and invest in the big ones I believe are around for the long haul, but then I do have a few dart throws that, maybe could pay off, but I'd be fine if they didn't. So yeah, there's no stopping this train. Crypto is the future of finance. It's just way too efficient and borderless to not take over, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you said that. I'm just on the bed right now. You're in Utah. I'm here in Dubai. So, and you've been talking about crypto. I think it's quite fascinating to see that, here though we come from different cultures, but there is sort of difference, but also a beautiful unity. So I'm sure you might have connected with people at different walks of life.
Yeah, no, I definitely. And, I spent 2 years living in Africa, in the country of Uganda and Ethiopia. So, I've seen the struggles that, some of those countries have. And crypto is an opportunity for them. It's an opportunity for, like we were talking about earlier, for those countries to propel forward into the modern world without having to deal with these massive banks that really just hold people down. Crypto is an opportunity for everyone to be on the same playing field. So yeah, it connects all of us. We're going to a world economy instead of, United States economy. Europe's economy, Africa, we're going to a world economy, and that is the future, and there's no stopping it. And crypto is one of the avenues to get there. So we must take advantage of it while we can.
No, sure. No, definitely. Yeah. No, I think, for me, I am so excited. Because because many years ago I was saying all these big companies, you got countries and stuff, but I'm seeing like even individual like the UND level, we have way more opportunities, new possibilities. And it's interesting. Thanks for sharing about just a little bit of the experience when you went to Uganda and Ethiopia, and how it can be a game changer. But could you just elaborate, like I don't know, like I mean, just in addition, how the crypto can actually empower the folks in Uganda and Ethiopia.
Yeah. So I kind of look at it, and I don't know where I heard this, but I think currency and value is going to get to a point where it's like interchangeable. So like I go to a merchant, I pay, this is going to sound silly, and I don't remember where I heard this. I go to a merchant, I pay in bananas, but he as a merchant likes to receive oranges as payment. So there's going to be so many different cryptos or ways of money to exchange seamlessly, through the, whether it's Ethereum or something else. So I think in Uganda, Ethiopia, places like that, if merchants can wrap their head around crypto and accept it, they have opportunity to massive value, Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash and Cardano, Ethereum, instead of dealing with their government who, really keeps them down. They kind of opt out of the system, and they're now on the global system, not even worrying about their government. And of course, there's going to be challenge of the government, wanting to crack down. We're all seeing that right now. But I think, like there's no stopping it. It's just it's like stopping the internet. How are you gonna stop that? And no, there's no company behind Bitcoin. So who are they going to go after? If you can't shut down the internet, then you can't shut down Bitcoin in theory. But, governments can play their games with ways to onboard into the crypto space and maybe cut those off. But I mean, the small man has an opportunity to move forward. And even me and you, crypto, I handle my own finance through crypto. I'm my own bank now. I have a 401k, a retirement account through work and all that, but like crypto has opened my eyes to why can't I be my own bank and be in charge of my own, future, instead of there's always a party that's managing everything, and who knows how much returns I'm getting from them while they're getting a lot. Like it's really just too efficient, like I said, to not explode, and there's too much opportunity for the individual here. So, yeah.
But I think so. Sometimes some people I come across like they find it kind of hard to imagine that they could actually have way more control of their life than able before. Like you're so used to either depending on the government or depending on big banks, big schools, the different industrial complexes. I don't know what are you calling, like the example, the retirement thing. I guess the percentage return coming from a 401k or some other retirement account. It's not that great. With the money printing going on, I'm sure you're familiar with inflation stuff. Yep. I think that is one challenge, and but do you think it has? But do you think crypto has, or I guess in your walk of life, or what Utah, for example, has that kind of made people think about the current system they're in, and looking at and seeing what's the possibility with blockchain and cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, I don't come across a whole lot of people who are deep into crypto like I am, or like in everyday life. I wear crypto t-shirts all the time and no one ever recognizes.
Hey, but one day they will. One day they will.
Yeah, exactly. One day they will. But yeah, I think, what were we saying? Oh, no, I think people who have, started investigating crypto, really learning about it, it's like a game changer. Instantly, they're like, oh my gosh, this whole time we're in this system and they're printing dollars and like our money's not worth anything. And we're able to take our money, which is paper, we're able to take paper and actually put it in an asset that does something. It's borderless. You can send it. It's like gold, except you don't have to carry a giant gold bar around. So yes, I think, I don't come across it a whole lot yet. I think actually third world countries have a more incentive to get into crypto than me in the United States. But even with our current system in the United States, I'm not happy with the government. It's like the government's number one role is to suck as much money out of me without making me go crazy. Like it's like that's their goal. So crypto to me is opting out of their system. I want to be on a new system because you guys are ruining everything. That's the way
but I believe that, I mean, the sentiment you shared, I'm also in agreement, and there are many other people who do feel that. I think, maybe not in non-West or Western worlds, not yet, but I think in other countries, the inflation going up, their cost of living is also going up too, and what do you say? The mobility from say poor to middle class to it's also it is so many levels, but I think crypto has sort of, or I guess the blockchain in a sense has I think really disrupted a lot of that. But I was curious about in the state of Utah, are you seeing what do you say, like a resurgence in terms of crypto startups or blockchain? I hope you get what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, blockchain based companies.
Yeah.
So, Utah has a pretty strong tech community. There's San Francisco and California, which is like the tech hub, but Utah has a lot of tech companies that are coming here. And yeah, they're just 20 minutes away. TaxBit is here, which is a cryptocurrency tax software like, CryptoTrader.tax or something. It's called TaxBit. It's right off the freeway. Everyone can see it. And it's weird to see that. Like, oh my gosh, this crypto thing that everyone was calling me crazy about. Like, there's a company right here, and which obviously they know that this is the future. It's not going away. It's a giant building.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say I live in a very tech friendly state. So I think I'm going to see a lot more and more crypto startups or crypto based companies come here. And I don't know for sure, but I think SafeMoon might be based out of Utah. I don't know for sure.
Oh, really?
But I think they have a building here. Now, they might have buildings all over the country, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty fun.
Look at that. That's fascinating. Yeah. But there's one thing you brought up. I thought that was interesting when you said, people they thought you were crazy talking about crypto earlier now. But I'm just kind of curious about how do you feel right now? Only people kind of call you crazy now. What is their sentiment? Now towards you. I mean, because I know, but hey, being the only person, the Lord Ranger, I know it can be sort of difficult, right? I mean, could you share just a little bit of that, like how it felt and how you relieved now, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. So, over the past 3 3 years since I've been, getting back into crypto, I bring it up to my friends, hey man, like there's, this is the future. And what you're going to watch happen in the next couple years is you're going to start hearing about Bitcoin again. Everyone's going to be talking about Bitcoin and other stuff and Dogecoin. You're going to be at work and everyone's going to be talking about it. And then you're going to text me. You're going to text me and ask me what this is. And I'm going to tell you that,
Nice.
too late. Not that you're too late, but you should have listened. So yeah, and I didn't really push it on too many of my friends. I tried to keep it very subtle. Like, yeah, man, I'm investing in this crypto stuff. It sounds funny, but like, it's the future. So yeah, I was, looked at as like, no, dude, that's stupid. I don't want to do that. It's so risky. And then now, I mean, every week my friends text me like, hey, what about this one? Or, hey, do you have a referral code for Voyager or Binance, to get, now they're getting it. And I'm telling you, I try and say, you're kind of buying high prices, but for the long term, you're not. But in the near term, you might be there, and I just try and help anyone who's getting brand new into crypto. Just, hey, don't worry about the price. You're going to buy and it's going to go down. Just don't worry about it. Just keep buying. Think big picture, big picture thinking. So yeah, I'm not crazy now. Now I'm a genius to all my friends.
but that must have been an amazing experience, right? I mean,
yeah, no, it felt really good.
Yeah, no, that definitely, because, you some other folks a few folks who I know, they were getting into crypto, they were kind of like, dollar cost averaging, which I guess is, would you say dollar cost averaging would be the best method so far in terms of accumulating,
it's
crypto wealth?
It's the best passive way to do it, in my opinion. And it leaves the emotions out of it. You just buy, and on average, you're not going to get burned. If you lump sum your purchases, you're not going to always be buying high. If you go every Friday you're buying crypto. Some Fridays you're going to be buying at a higher price, but some Fridays it's going to be lower. So I think that's the best way to do it until you kind of have a gauge on the market and what, when we're down, if you're able to recognize like, ooh, we're pretty low right now. I should buy a little more this week or something like that. So, but to the everyday person, dollar cost averaging is the best way to do it. And I don't recommend to anyone to ever try and trade, because the market seems to always win. There's no getting rich quick, which is,
I like that. Yeah. I mean, I do a little bit of trading, but I mean, just a small amount I'm willing to lose, so, but it's just, I guess it's kind of, it's sort of fun, I guess, for me, but, just, hey, if I get lucky, I get lucky. All right, great. I try to get my profits moved to other large cap cryptos, like say Bitcoin Cash, kind of that.
yeah.
But yeah, I think I do share the sentiments that you said about trading. I think that one is, I mean, it's no different than, I guess, investing in like trading stocks, right? I mean, it's sort of a sophisticated way of gambling money, sort of thing.
Yeah,
that be the right statement.
Totally, it's totally gambling. So, I mean, there's times you can do some swing trades, like I've taken profit along this year. Cardano went to $3. I had to take some profit because,
gotcha.
The reward I've got so far, I have to take some off the table. And slowly, I've now been reinvesting that in Bitcoin Cash and some other things.
Okay.
And then some of it I just have on USDC. I'm just waiting, if there's a big dip, then I'll take the rest of that money and put it back in the market. So, that to me is a trade, but that's over like a 6-month period instead of like, every week trying to get rich. No one wins doing that, unless you're really, really good at it. But the average person, there's a lot more to learn than trying to trade, and the market always wins.
Gotcha. No, it's not.
But
I think that's a proper statement to make. I mean, it definitely makes sense. I know. I know. I guess there's some part of our humanity, like if you want to, take some big risks or something, and try to make the impossible. I guess I don't know. There's always some nature but I was kind of, but just want to curious about to come back to talking about Bitcoin Cash. Have you ever talked to some other crypto YouTubers or any other crypto experts out there? Like what is their sentiment about Bitcoin Cash?
Yeah, I've never talked to any fellow crypto YouTubers about it, but I have tried to figure out like the big YouTubers, they don't ever talk about Bitcoin Cash, which is odd. To me, it's so odd. Like they're down on it, actually. They're like,
Okay.
never buy Bitcoin Cash or SV. It's only Bitcoin, which to me tells me, that there is opportunity in Bitcoin Cash. Because there's kind of an aspect of the market in crypto is like, do the opposite of the masses, because that's where the opportunity is. Because the day will come, because it's always a cycle, where Bitcoin Cash now gets some legitimacy, and then the big YouTubers are now going to be like, oh, I'm wrong about Bitcoin Cash, and so if you're in before them, I'm trying to front run, the big guys before they get a hold of Bitcoin Cash and realize that, it may be a better option than Bitcoin.
Oh, so I guess you have what to say, like a contrarian approach to investing, but it's also, would you say it like, I guess the big YouTubers, I guess what I like to call it, bag bias, because, I'm sure they have big bags of, BTC. So is that correct me if I'm wrong, because I try to share that with some people, they don't get it. So, I mean, is that something you would agree to? Maybe that's what they're not talking about?
Absolutely. Yeah. They don't want any attention diverted from their bags of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those are the ones. But to the everyday small person, like the opportunity to make money is not that great for Bitcoin and Ethereum in the relatively short term. Let's say Bitcoin goes to 100 grand and that's the peak for this cycle. That's only doubling your money.
Right. Yeah.
And crypto for the everyday person, people come here for opportunity. They come here to turn the little money they have into more money. And so, I just think there's way more opportunity other places, but these big YouTubers, their bags are in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they need to keep attention on those and, push everything else down. So yeah, there's definitely a bias there. And even me, I'm biased. I talk about the projects that I have. And we're all a little biased. There's no getting around it, but I try and be completely honest, on my channel, and my channel's really small, so it doesn't really matter, but I try and be completely honest. Like the opportunity is over for Bitcoin and Ethereum, unless you got in already early. If you're just getting into crypto today, I wouldn't recommend buying Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Yeah. Okay.
I buy Bitcoin Cash.
Oh no, that's a good point. I think that there's some great sense of how you see things, because like you said, I mean, if Bitcoin hits 100K, right now it's at 50K. I mean, if you're trying to make life-changing investments, you're not going to get it right now. I guess in the short term, the large cap. But I know there are a lot of opportunities in the altcoin space. I know a lot of some of the Bitcoin maximum, they like to call it shit coin. They love to throw a lot of negative terms.
So that's just my perspective, just from a profit standpoint. But from a fundamental standpoint, I mean, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're not going away. So, you should have some. It's a way into the system, but from just a profit standpoint, if you're in crypto to make returns, then I wouldn't recommend starting with Bitcoin and Ethereum. But in a bear market, I definitely am going to get some more, more Bitcoin and Ethereum. But yeah, that's kind of my stance.
All right. Okay. Let's finish this off. There's just one last question. It's just from my side. Because your channel is mostly focused on those who are new to the space. Kind of like for the beginners. I guess So whether they come from the States or any other country, like, what would be your your advice for those who are new to cryptocurrencies, like just fresh new, like they only understand stocks or whatever. But would it be your advice for them to approach cryptocurrencies?
So I would recommend learn as much as you can about the crypto industry, the top 20 projects, just to kind of wrap your head around it. And learn. I would follow some YouTube channels, follow their daily news, things that are happening in the world. And over time, they'll give you a gauge on how the market works, how it goes up, how it comes down. You'll start to recognize what is a good price and what's a price to stay away from and wait to purchase, and understand the Bitcoin cycle, the halving cycle. If you understand that, that every 4-year cycle, you can really wrap your head around that. You'll understand how this market works, and you'll know how to play this game. If I can say that, because crypto's it's kind of a game in a way. To understand how the market works. It has a mind of its own. So if you're brand new into crypto, research as much as you can. Only invest what you're willing to hold long term, not sell. Because don't sell, don't sell the bottom. If you're in a loss, don't sell, just hold. It will come back. It will come back. There's no doubt in my mind. It will come back around. You just have to wait. So be patient and don't get emotional in this space. Because it's almost as if this space is designed to get you to sell the bottom and buy at the top of the market again. So just stay ahead of the masses. Stay ahead of the masses. The masses always buy the top and they always sell the bottom when they're freaking out and panicking. If you can learn that, there's massive opportunity in this space. Never sell the bottom. Never sell the bottom and never buy the top. Understand the market. Understand that it's always a cycle. You just need to pick when to get in. So that would be my advice. Learn as much as you can. Find some. And I can even give you some YouTube channels that I watch every day. Digital Asset News, Cryptoverse, Invest Answers, JRNY Crypto. Those are some good channels that give you a real perspective on crypto instead of, we're going to the moon tomorrow, because there's a lot of that on YouTube. Everyone's always talking. So yeah, I would start there and only invest what you're willing to hold long term.
All right, okay. But that's just curious, but of course, I'm sure, people should come to you as well, because you also have your own story, your own approach.
Yeah, definitely watch my channel.
Awesome, yeah. And then Bobby Moon was, definitely, and I will definitely share your links, and but also, do you I guess in Utah, or do you do any I guess like online meetups kind of deal, is that something you would you be planning to do in the future, for folks to reach out to you or?
Yeah, if I would totally be in favor of doing that, if my following got big enough, or my connections to other YouTubers or people got big enough, I'd love to meet up with people, but it's not something I've done yet. But I am I do love this whole industry. I'm very passionate about it, which is why I make YouTube videos. I don't make any money off YouTube, at least not yet. I have a day job, but I do it because I really enjoy talking about crypto, and the opportunity is just so big here. How could I not be passionate about it? So yeah, down the road, maybe I'll look into something like that. But for now, I'm just trying to grow my channel and stay real in the market.
No, that's awesome. And that's why I really admire, your passion and, your desire to, like just educate people. But, if it is, if I had to look at myself, I surely you might also have yourself to look at yourself, many years ago, like you wouldn't be passionate about tech and cryptocurrencies. I mean, that's a whole different language and universe, but here we are. I think that it's a testament to me that, that, being able to see the future and see what's going on, but also, I think being in the space kind of like changes you, moves you to, think differently, and it also kind of strengthens you too. I mean, if you're going to deal with all the ups and downs, oh man, you need to have you gotta have a strong character, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how much crypto changes your mindset. It really changes the way that you invest and the way you look at money and life. And on days when the prices of crypto are all dropping, those actually are exciting days. Once you get to the point where those are exciting days, because it's like a fire sale, you can buy and get more. Those are the good days. And of course, up days are obviously good. Everyone's excited on up days, but yeah, I mean, just leave emotion out of it. Just always think big picture thinking. We all wish we could go back in time and buy Amazon stock when it was, $1 or whatever. That to me, that's the opportunity that this crypto space is. I fully believe that, and time will tell, of course. So we're early. Learn as much as you can.
No, I like that big picture thing. I think that is important, and also what is so simple but so true. Buy low, right? Then you sell high, not the other way, right? Yeah. But I think it just blows my mind that the masses do that. They sell low, they buy high. So
Yeah.
I know sometimes I think why, but again, I can understand it's still the emotional involved. But anyways, we gotta get out of here. But I just want to thank you, Bobby Moonwoods, for coming to my show. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing such great insights about Bitcoin Cash, your origin story, and also some of the investments that you did too. And I think that is pretty cool. And most importantly, keeping it real. And I think that's something we need to have in this space. So, but thank you so much, and definitely would love for people to learn more about your YouTube channel, which is Bobby Boots, right? And is it and any other ways people can connect with you if they wanted to learn more?
Yeah, so I am on Twitter. So it's just Bobby Moo Boots on Twitter. I do have a TikTok as well, but that's more goofy. I make funny videos, about crypto that people can relate to.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, my YouTube is more serious, and TikTok, I'm just goofing off.
So that is fantastic. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. No, I definitely will share those details to you. And before we end this, do you have anything else you would like to share, or any words of wisdom for?
Yeah, no, just I appreciate you inviting me to be on. I'm always open to do this again. Yeah, I mean, I think I said everything I want to say as far as, advice, but just learn as much as you can. If you're new to crypto, there's massive opportunity in the coming years. So see what you can do.
All right, awesome. But anyway, all right, folks. Here the Cryptocosm, we like to bang the body moves, and definitely this is not going to be the last one. There's more to come, and of course, when it comes to cryptocurrency and the blockchain, the best is yet to come. And then follow Bobby Moon. He's on YouTube. Check it out. Are you on Instagram? Right now, maybe
Not on Instagram right now, so maybe that'll be
okay. All right, okay. No, for sure. But definitely, you gotta check out on boats. And anyways, y'all be good. Y'all be safe. People talk to you soon. Bye for now.